only way she getting back in it. All back, yeah, get all back, yeah, get back, 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 all back, 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 back. All back, yeah, get back,
Inside of State Farm Stadium, the Cardinals listening for the sound of their signature big red siren, which signals an air raid and brings them out to a sea of red here in Glendale. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Here on the Rams sideline, head coach Sean McVay. This guy is sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Cardinals. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Brandon Aubrey has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And we're off in Glendale. Returning it from the 4. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet. Like that other W, picking up the win in that ball game.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 45. Wide.
Hall setting to throw. Escapes them, and they get to him as he was trying to make. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, had the interceptions, he didn't let that throw him off his game or make him gun shy. Keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, and much more importantly, a win.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll go play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He's keeping it again. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pulled in down the sideline. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. Working on 1st down. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Buying some time right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw is caught. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
He's going to throw it again. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Rams have a great first drive and get the game's first points. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. 2nd drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Hall. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of
Yellow,
5
43.
brings up
Set.
Tight end going in motion here. Hall looking to throw. That is complete. McBride on the slant. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Making the call himself. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And it looks like that'll be Rams football.
Well, that was quite a roller coaster ride of momentum. It starts with the QB ripping off a beautiful chunk run, and it ends up with the other QB running out after his team forces the critical fumble.
Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur and you might even hear a few birds.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Pass. 60.
The play fake. He'll throw. He's got it again. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down,
From the
Rams.
red zone now. Touchdown, LA. The Rams take a 13-0 lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Blue 32.
That's a 38-yard.
Now Hall. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Check right.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Black one.
Throwing his Hall. Complete beyond the marker. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
Check pitch.
First down from the 41.
First down. 1st and 10 at
Check
the
They
one.
just get the play off. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. The Rams out to an early advantage. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment.
Got it.
Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football.
Come on.
They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. On the screen, this is Harris. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready. 10 black. Hut.
From the red zone on 1st. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
Ready. Ready. Red. 30.
3rd and long for him here. He's making a bid for it. And he gets this forward to the 19. Blake Groupie on to attempt the field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Groupie sends it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good for a Rams.
First down, play action. Buying some time left. He's got Smith again. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Rams have the first down.
Rams. First down. A gain of 18.
Back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. Andre Cisco on the coverage.
Sticking to the air here. Caught by Flowers. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
He's a gain of
He's going to throw this one. Forced out to his right. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
First and 10
Cowboy
at
80.
the 17-yard line.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. It's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13.
Cowboy Lions.
Back now, pressure coming. That one's incomplete over the middle. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And then extends their lead to 14.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
This is Knight with the return here. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw there last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the
Check right.
27-yard line.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Still working past the 40. And he's all the way up to the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
First and 10 at the
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from State Farm Stadium after this.
Switch.
So
Yellow.
1st down from the 41.
Smith ready.
Ball setting to throw. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he's all the way down at the 32-yard line.
Opposite.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the
Black
30.
one.
They give to Harris from the gun. Shoots away from one. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play. 7 yards on that last play. So this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Hall now. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. To the line and sent. Here we go. 1st down.
First and 10 at the
Yellow.
21-yard
Ready.
line.
Running behind center with Harris. And they're only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Blue check.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Black one.
Hall. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a one-score game before halftime. Whoopi's extra point is good. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
17. Cardinals 10.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Rams taking over on offense late in the 1st half. They're up by 7. Let's see if they choose to rest on that and just go into the locker room. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Setting
2nd
up to throw.
and
Back to throw as they go. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Finds the in route complete. He's almost to the markers. His effort takes it to the 40. Third down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second.
Brings up
Third down from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's going to run for it. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Throwing from the gun. Chased out to his right. And it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams will extend their lead as time expires in the half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Chargers at home to take on the Broncos in the AFC West. And it's Bo Nix leading the charge, this one of his 4 touchdown tosses on the night. The Broncos are into the win column after 3 defeats to start the year. They get the victory here. From there, it's up to Minneapolis. Let's look in on the Vikings. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's the former Michigan man, J.J. McCarthy. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. The Lions bounce back from the loss in Week 3. They move to 3-1 with the W. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Packers. And it's Bryce Young. He'll look to get the yards himself on the scramble, and he got those yards and more. Off he goes. The Panthers are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Now we'll pause for a bit. There's a player who needed some help out there, and that looks like it is Devontae Smith. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Another one for Gibbs. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. He rolls to his right. Finds Isaac to Slaw, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Still has some space inside the 35. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
Okay, ready?
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Rams first down.
Throwing now off the play action. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Another try on the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
That's complete to Sloan. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good.
Come on, set, ready.
Looking inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he will nab the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This is Knight with the return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own.
Yellow,
All
line.
right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Throwing his home. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Set, ready. Blue, 32.
This one quickly to Harrison. And he'll go down after pitching this up to the 29. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hall. It's caught by Harrison. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Commit, Brett.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go now.
Hall looking to throw. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Come on, set. 52 blue. Hut.
3rd and long for him here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals start the 2nd half with some needed points. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Groupion now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Wrapped up that time by Jordan Burch.
Ready?
Second down now. They need 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second
Trying to
and
throw this from the gun.
at the 28-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Rams first down.
Here we ready.
They're going play action.
First down, Rams.
Connects on the crosser. Down to the 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Rams stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21.
17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This is Knight with the return here. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around.
10 black. Ready.
Now Hall. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Ready. At the 44-yard line.
To throw, here's Hall. On the screen, this is Harris. Into the second level past the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
60 red. Ready.
Hall setting to throw. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches.
Complete to
Up
number
to
18.
green.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hall. Setting up the screen. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
45. Ready.
Hall now. Has it in close. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Cardinals.
Gun snap. They'll throw. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Blue check.
Setting up the screen here for Harrison. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured member of the offense. That's Marvin Harrison Jr. who's being attended to. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. The Cardinals have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them.
Check pink.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Blue 32. Hut, hut.
pressure coming. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Grouping adds the extra point. And the Cardinals get it back to a 14-point game.
Cardinals 24.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams headed out to the field now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Drive begins with Gibbs. He's out in the clear. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
1st and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
Ready?
They're going to try and throw it here. Catch made right side by Nakua. Here he goes again. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency. Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Working quickly here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Motioning him from the slot right. They'll run here on 1st down. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Offense to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, set, go.
Throwing now on 1st down. Out to his right out, it's a screen. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 30-yard line.
Go.
Pass play now. It's complete. McBride on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Cardinals.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
Throwing his home. Hits him on the in route. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now a stoppage after that play, and that is Trey McBride in some pain. Medical staff headed out.
Here we go, set. Blow check.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's going for it himself. Oh, and it's a punishing hit to end that play, but hey, still a win for this offense. They've got first and goal now from the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Quick, yellow.
Run with Harris. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of 1.
Going from the gun here. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Ball. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. You'll no doubt looking for a moral victory here in lieu of 1 on the scoreboard, Bronk. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. Ruby's extra point is good. And the Cardinals get it back to a 14-point game.
Cardinals 31.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. They're going to pass it here. Vacates quickly left side. He's going to keep it this time. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Pass play coming here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Cardinals have some new life in the 4.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Your defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Oh, looking to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Now here he goes again. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Red, 38.
Now Hall. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
6 yards. Brings up 3rd and
Gonna throw it. Complete beyond the marker. He's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Throwing now. Forced out to his right. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Ready?
Now to throw. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet.
receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7. Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And the Rams get on top of the kick, and that should ice this game away.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. They're drawn up for him. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Glendale.